My name's John. I've been working at ISF for the past 10 years or so, but today I'm hoping to talk about a software platform, but more particularly a community energy model for doing mass energy audits. So the problem that we're trying to solve here is that a lot of community energy projects really struggle with getting down toward deep decarbonisation. So a lot of them can achieve a couple of sites, a couple of large feature sites, but it's really difficult to make that transition to scale, to start reaching deep into the energy efficiency space and household solar space, because you're quickly overcome by trying to assess and procure thousands of energy efficiency and solar and battery installs. So basically, for the past 4 years or so, I've been working around my day job building this software platform to try and streamline the process of doing the assessment and installation of energy efficiency and solar projects at scale. So broadly, how we think this might work in a community energy context is you would start off with a massive, what we call a crowdsourced audit. So run a bunch of workshops, door knocking, try and activate the community to do thousands, ideally, household assessments. So traditional energy audits to identify the features of buildings and appliances. And then we collect all that data and we run thousands of simulations to identify tailored energy plans for each household or business in that region. And then at the household or business's discretion, we coordinate the procurement of those products for them. So as far as the mobilisation, that could involve starting off with a couple of energy audit workshops with the champions in that community to train them how to use the auditing platform and assess their own homes. And then the next wave is to encourage their friends and family and colleagues to undertake assessments in their own community. You engage local businesses, schools to try and get as many audits collected across that region as possible. And you can also add remote telephone hotlines and walkthrough audits if the budget allows. The next stage is to then implement this cloud-based simulation process. So essentially, we construct a really rich energy model. So we simulate the load profile throughout the year, and we run each house against a whole bunch of different scenarios. So what happens if you add insulation to this building? What happens if you add solar to this building? So a full suite of building performance improvements, efficient appliances, solar and batteries under a range of different configurations. And based on all those simulations, we produce a tailored solution for that particular building's occupancy and appliance profile. And then the customer can then, the household can then go through and select which products they want to engage. And they go through this process of pledging. So they say, yes, I want to install this. And what that gives the community energy organisation is a database of all those people who want a particular intervention in that particular house. And then, based off that, we get to the exciting stage. So we can do basically an Uber-style peer-to-peer procurement process where you match up each household with a provider of that product or service, ideally a local provider. You can match them up with finance if required. You can coordinate bulk procurement processes across thousands of households at once, and then track how you're going as you go through that process. So the way we're imagining this working is, so we've currently released the product, and we're doing our first large-scale campaign right now in collaboration with a bunch of councils in the Sydney region, but we're really open to chatting with other people in this room about how this might be useful for your context. Cheers.